Alexander Volkanovski is finally speaking out, and what he just revealed about the aftermath of his KO loss to Islam Makhachev will shock you. He admits he was badly concussed and made the worst decision of his career by rushing back to fight Ilia Topuria. Following his first knockout loss in MMA at the hands of Islam Makhachev, Alexander Volkanovski admits he was still suffering from lingering concussion symptoms, despite appearing physically ready. He said the effects of the head kick from Makhachev were more severe than the punch that knocked him out against Ilia Topuria months later. According to Volkanovski, even though he was unconscious for longer in the Topuria fight, it was the Makhachev KO that caused deeper neurological issues. Despite medical advice to rest and avoid head contact for 90 days, Volkanovski jumped straight back into training for UFC 298, where he ultimately lost his featherweight title. Looking back, he admits this was a massive mistake, saying he started camp too early and didn't give his brain the proper time to heal. "I should have had the break," he confessed in his interview with Demetrious Johnson. This moment of honesty underscores the danger of rushing back into competition after a knockout, even for elite-level fighters, and shows Volkanovski's willingness to learn from past mistakes. Despite the devastating back-to-back knockouts that many believe marked the decline of his dominance, Alexander Volkanovski refused to let his story end there. Just months after losing his featherweight crown to Ilia Topuria at UFC 298, Volkanovski returned to the octagon at UFC 314 and reminded the world exactly who he is. In April 2025, Volkanovski faced rising contender Diego Lopes, one of the hottest names of the division, and a dangerous opponent known for his slick submissions and fearless style. Many questioned whether the great was returning too soon again, especially after admitting that he'd mishandled his post-concussion recovery just months earlier. But this time, Volkanovski came back smarter, more prepared, and fully recovered. Over 5 hard-fought rounds, the Aussie legend showcased vintage Volk. Crisp striking, relentless pace, and airtight game planning. He didn't take unnecessary risks, choosing instead to break Lopes down methodically. The result, a clear unanimous decision victory, and with it, Volkanovski reclaimed the UFC featherweight title. Real quick, if you appreciate fast, no BS UFC updates like this, hit that like button and subscribe to MMA Thread. We post 3 UFC videos daily, so you'll never miss a headline. This one was more than just a championship belt. It was a statement to critics and fans alike. Volkanovski still belongs at the top, after 2 of the toughest losses in his career. Physically and mentally, he showed championship-level resilience, bouncing back against a dangerous, younger fighter in his physical prime. At 36 years old, and with more than a decade of wars behind him, Volkanovski proved that his time isn't over. Far from it. His performance at UFC 314 showed not just skill, but wisdom, composure, and heart, qualities that only true champions possess. This rebound victory not only restored his place as the king of the featherweight division, but also reignited his momentum for one more championship run. Whether he faces Movsar Aaron Pico, or even a Topuria rematch down the line, Volkanovski has made it clear he's not done yet. Now that Alexander Volkanovski is back on top after reclaiming the featherweight title at UFC 314, the big question is, who's next? While there are multiple names floating around, Volkanovski has made it clear he's not chasing matchups. He's staying ready for anything. Right now, the most logical next opponent is undefeated contender Movsar Evloev. The Russian standout is currently ranked number 1 in the featherweight division and has quietly built a perfect record inside the UFC. Evloev's elite wrestling and suffocating pressure make him a stylistic threat to anyone, even a legend like Volkanovski. But there's one catch. Before getting his title shot, Evloev must first get past Bellator's star-turned-UFC newcomer Aaron Pico on July 26 at UFC Abu Dhabi. If he wins, he's all but guaranteed the next shot. And Volkanovski? He's not hiding from the challenge. Who would I be most excited for? It probably would be Movsar, he told Demetrious Johnson, hinting that Evloev's undefeated streak and wrestling pedigree would be a motivating matchup for him. Still, the UFC hasn't officially announced the next title defense, and Volkanovski is keeping all options open. There's been buzz around potential rematch with Yair Rodriguez, but fan backlash has been heavy, Many believe Rodriguez hasn't earned a second shot, especially since he was dominated by Volkanovski at UFC 290 and has gone just 1-1 since then. Volkanovski, as always, is staying focused and professional. His mindset is simple. I'll fight whoever. Whoever they put in front of me, I'm fighting. This attitude has defined his entire career. Whether it's taking short-notice fights, switching weight classes, or defending his belt against up-and-comers, Volkanovski has never backed away from a challenge. As the featherweight division heats up, fans can expect Volkanovski to be ready, whether it's Evloev, Pico, a Topuria rematch, or a late-notice replacement. He's not just back, he's back with purpose. What do you think? Did Volkanovski come back too soon, or was it just bad timing? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to MMA Thread, your go-to for daily UFC updates every single day. See you in the next one.